So let's start and let's break a little ice. You've come here, you don't know anybody here, you're sitting around people who share the same interests that you actually have. So I ask you to take out 4 business cards. I'd like you to introduce yourself to the person behind you, in front of you, to the right and to the left of you. The deal is you got to come back to order when I tell you to, okay? Go to it. I'm making you 4 LinkedIn connections for free right now. All right, so everybody understands that you're here for a certain purpose, you're here to learn, you share many same interests. You don't know who you share in common. You won't know until you go back to your office or your home, look on LinkedIn of the cards that you collected today, and see who you're connected to. Not who always, might be what you're connected by. What interests, what schools you went to, where you worked at some point in your career. And then I want you to reach out to these people. I want you to call them, at least call them, go to coffee with them. Find out how you can make them part of your network. Because your network is your net worth. And any loose link in the chain in your network on LinkedIn can loosen the entire net worth that you have. So think of your net worth as sort of your investments, the investment in you, your investment in others, and their investment back in you. This always works. We've had some amazing stories. Word of caution, LinkedIn is a very different animal than most of the other social media. LinkedIn is not Facebook. You should not, hopefully never will see pictures of puppy dogs, kitty cats, little children, political conversation, which never stays conversation, on LinkedIn. It is self-policing. And LinkedIn is the only social medium out there that I'm aware of that only allows you to agree to and approve everything that's on your LinkedIn profile. So if you're like me and you've got a crazy cousin in Arizona who puts all sorts of horrible stuff up on your Facebook page, you have no control over that cousin, but never the twain shall meet. She'll never put anything on my LinkedIn page because that is my brand. That is a place where I control and protect what I say myself and what others say about me. So LinkedIn is completely yours and you are responsible for making it that way. Protect your brand. LinkedIn is also a place that is not your resume. So if you've copied and pasted your resume to your LinkedIn profile, I'm afraid you've made the cardinal sin. Because anybody can write a resume. In fact, no one reads resumes anymore. They're boring, they're cast in stone, they're stuck, they're dull, they're ugly. And if you're like me and you have 45 years of experience, you have a really hard time putting 45 years of experience on 2 pages. So I want you to use LinkedIn and I want you to express all these wonderful boxes about how your career came together. Tell your story. You see there are boxes here you cannot even begin to talk about on LinkedIn, on your resume. LinkedIn, it gives you that opportunity to talk about those things in your own words and in words like I, that wonderful pronoun that somehow never appears on resumes. And resumes are backward looking. As I like to say, resumes are your obituary. You die tonight, they can write a hell of a good obituary on you from your resume. From your LinkedIn page, you say not only what you used to do, but what you used to do makes you who you are today, formulates what you provide to your audience and to your clientele, and gives you an orientation to where you want to go in your future because you are always changing, you are always morphing, you are never a completed topic. LinkedIn tells the past, which becomes the present, which leads into your future. You cannot do that on a resume. I don't know any other real social medium or even flat paper medium that you can do that quite as well. There's a wonderful book, and if anybody familiar with this book, and Simon Sinek, I mean, this is amazing stuff. If you've not read it, unfortunately the book is not in the library today, but it is available for you to check out from the library. It is available online. There is a wonderful TED Talk by Simon Sinek, and I encourage you, in fact, I implore you to listen and read what this very brilliant man has to say. Because his concept is this. So there's a wonderful artist in Australia, Lynn Kazali, who I liberally stole this from, who took the entire book down to 1 page. It's too much to absorb. That's how big this book is. So I took her down to 1/2 a page. The golden rule. Anybody can talk about who and how and what. Deeper, dark, more interesting thinking is when you can impress somebody with why you do what you do. They may not know you, but you make an impression on them in a way that's cerebral and emotional when you talk about why. And if you're looking to do business or looking to find better colleagues, you want to find people who believe in your beliefs, your causes, your purpose, and they absorb your why immediately because you come together in a very powerful way. This is a very important concept in what I do, in my book, and what you should be doing, not just talking about resume stuff, but talking about why you do what you do, not what you used to do. Another wonderful book, just happen to have it right here. Somebody's going to have to arm wrestle somebody to check this book out. The Startup of You, written by Reid Hoffman. Reid Hoffman's a former chair of LinkedIn, and I am not pushing this book because he's a former chair of LinkedIn. In fact, I don't work for LinkedIn, so just to put it all completely out there. This book, I'm on reading number 9. I am continuously changing. I haven't stopped learning. Every time I pick up this book and I read it, I get something different from it because I'm always in startup mode, just like the book talks about. It's a wonderful book. I encourage you to take a very good hard look at it and listen to the wisdom that it contains. One of the things it contains is, this was my grandmother. She came to this country as a hat maker and died a hat maker. This is me. 2 generations later, been in 4 different industries, in about 7 different companies. And I always say, if I'm ever in a company and you're in the company, get the hell out now, because every company I've ever worked in is no longer in business. So I decided to go out on my own, and it's been good for everybody. It's my contribution to society, and that is that I became a LinkedIn trainer, amongst other things, and I am still changing. I don't know that I'm going to die a LinkedIn trainer, but I'm sure having a good time. One of the greatest concepts in this book is I to the exponent of we. So I am one person, so here is I, and on my shoulder is we. The number of people that I am connected to, that I nurture, that nurture me back. Not just a number, but a power, an exponential power. So the more quality people in your we, the more capability you have to make a change and make an effect on other people. Now, I am saying quality, not quantity, because while the number of the exponent grows, it's very large with the number, the power, you want to have the people you know, have met, have gotten to know. These are the people you want to be seen amongst. You do not want to connect to anything with carbon life force, because that's what I call promiscuous linker. And you get a disease if you're a promiscuous linker, and you get a reputation if you're a promiscuous linker. You want to be a linker to somebody who can add value to some other person and them to you. That's why I asked you, when you changed business cards, get to eyeball each other, call each other, find the common ground, go out to coffee with each other, get to know each other, and then connect. Because when you connect to somebody, you let them into your house, your proverbial house. So please take this very, very seriously. This is the way to grow a great stable of connections.